Good morning and welcome to day 5 of week 8 of Urban Agoge. So we're coming up on the weekend and that'll be 8 whole weeks, 2 months. I was looking at the stats this morning. It's about 772 views and around 7.3 thousand minutes of watch time, which is pretty awesome. So I've just come out for a bit of a walk in the woods as my outdoors exercise for the day. It's pretty cool, and as it's a Friday, it's my day off, so I've got a whole day to do stuff with. It's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon now. Didn't really get a flying start, but I have got some things underway. Done a little bit of research and looking into stuff. So, yeah, it's all good. Had a bit of an experiment with a few different camera modes this morning. Played around with some stuff. It was quite good. I need to get out and stretch my legs. There'll be a gym component to today. That's interesting. Means I probably can't travel about today because the water level is much higher. So here we go, action shot. Got a situation where the water level is higher and I can't actually get to the path that I wanted to. Let's just do this. That was tricky. Probably got wet socks now. Yeah. So that's kind of interesting. So yeah. So it's been raining for most of last week and most of this week, and I saw a patch of sunshine. It's time to get out. So yeah, so I'm going to try and do a make, do and mend day, or a field day, which I've talked about before. So there's a few jobs that need doing, especially that are Urban Agoge related. So one of the things I managed to get with using the money from the donations I received this month was a 256 gigabyte USB stick, which is great. However, when I formatted it to FAT32 in order to make it super compatible. But FAT32 has a 4 gigabyte size limit on the files. Now, in normal usage, that's not a problem. But because it's going to be the backup and the working backup of the Urban Agoge files, there's a whole bunch of problems with that, because some of the Urban Agoge finished MP4 files are bigger than 4 gigabytes. It means I can't back them up onto FAT32. So I've got to do a rather laborious thing in that I've got to format it to NTFS, which doesn't have much of an upper size limit, certainly big enough for video files. But I've got to, unfortunately, before I figured that out, I'd already transferred a bunch of the files to it. So what I've got to do is take all the files off, and there was about 110 gigabytes, onto another drive, reformat the reformat the pen drive, and then copy it all back. And then, oh, this is bad. Falling over in the woods. Need to find a stick. Really falling over in the woods. It has been raining. Avoid that bit. I need a temporary stick. See, this is why. That bit. I want this one. That'll do. Bear with me just a minute. If I've got to use one of my hands for doing all kinds of other stuff, I'm going to need another foot. And that's what sticks are for. Abstract thinking for the win. Yeah. So a lot of file transfers today. As well as some video editing, but it's one of those things, like a lot of maintenance type stuff, it takes a while to do, but it's worth doing. Also going to set up my work bag for tomorrow, probably do some laundry and hope for some relatively good weather. It's not supposed to rain as much tomorrow. But yes, and I still need to shoot that trailer, so I need to find some cool stuff to do and some cool shots to do it with. But yeah, there might well be a sort of trailer zero, because the trailer I want to shoot is going to be more complicated than I can churn out in one day. But we're really at this midpoint. Way. It's just slippy for no reason, but we're at this midpoint, and I think need to advertise a few things. So yeah, we're not doing bad with only 20 subscribers. And if you are watching it and you haven't subscribed, right away, click that subscribe button. This is lethal out here. Because these paths are just literally mud paths. So as soon as you do any of that, as soon as you start clambering around, as soon as it's rained for any length of time, it's pretty treacherous. But it's definitely worth putting some effort in. And when it's like this, everything is slightly harder, which makes this type of woodland wandering much more valuable. Just going to go over and stand by the waterfall. But it's really loud. Yeah. But it ain't no problem, because I'm a tool using kind of ape. Abstract thinking for the win. So yeah. So yeah, I've probably mentioned it before on Urban Agoge, but a make do and mend day, or a field day as they call it in the army, is just one of those days where you've got some spare time to get an idea of what you're going to do in response to your kit. So if you think of your house and the things in it as your personal kit, then it's a day for tidying up, getting everything squared away, taking advantage of this small amount of time that you've got in order to get everything squared away and more usable for the week to come. You know, you're using the time that you have. So yeah. So in the modern era, in a civilian lifestyle, it's probably do things like have a think about, I don't know, doing things like defragging your hard drive, or clearing away all the waste stuff, or deleting files that you're not going to need anymore, having a look through your hard drive. For me, it'll be charging up my phone and my headphones. It will be things like, I don't know, polishing my boots properly, not just a quick polish, squaring away work uniform, you know, a general tidy up, sorting out my work bag, doing the washing up, putting the laundry on, hoping it doesn't rain again so I can hang it out on the line. All that kind of stuff. Just making all your other time more usable. Because on the weekends specifically, I have a very limited amount of time. I've got the morning, and I don't know if you've noticed at the beginning of every episode of Urban Agoge there's a new quote. So I need to research and get a document together with a whole bunch more quotes, so that each episode has a unique quote, which I didn't really think about when I first started. Just thought it'd be fun to put a little quote at the beginning of stuff, sort of set the mood of the episode. But yeah, it's all good. So, you know, set up a bunch of those, set up the thumbnails for next week, for which I use a piece of online software called Canva, which allows you to create JPEGs and allows you to do all kinds of things so that the thumbnails at least look nice. But yeah, this has been a nice wander about and a scramble in the woods, taking a look at it. Who knows? Maybe I can put together part of the trailer while I'm out here today, because that does need to happen. But yes, yeah, it's interesting, the whole philosophy of that's come together on Urban Agoge, all the things that have actually ended up working, and how almost embarrassingly simple everything is. You know, all the answers to questions that people will still insist on asking. You know, do you wish to be fitter? Do you wish to be better nourished? Whoa. Pick up a stick. Sticks are good. So yeah. So yeah, if once you're better nourished and you've got an idea of how to make things seem more habitual to your brain, and how to fix your responses to stuff so that you operate in a way that benefits you, that's all kind of useful stuff. But it's not like we haven't known it for a very long time. It's not like we haven't known how to do this stuff for ages. It's just for some bloody reason we don't get taught it at school or when we're very young, or we get told it but not for the right reasons. Whoa, that was nearly bad. But yeah, it's very slippery out here. This is the thing about mostly wild woodland. So yeah, I'm trying to think of probably earlier this week, like Tuesday was the last time I ate what could be described as red meat. And for the rest of the week I've been mostly vegetarian, which again is one of those things that I don't think I would have... Whoa, it's not good. You know, said a few months ago. In fact, I would have taken the mickey out of previous me. But if you'd have patched it in and said, look, you're going to achieve more with your time, and time is something that we could all use more efficiently, and you're going to lose weight and feel better. I mean, yeah. If you could game your life so you get an entire workday doing like at least a productive level of workday, you know, like, you know, you gain a bunch of extra hours and you use those hours more efficiently, then yeah, that would be a cool thing. So I'm still waiting for my gimbal, which is why I'm still on the selfie stick, and that can't really be helped at the moment. But that should be here within the next couple of days. The plan of doing the Oldham Way is more or less in position now. So in 2 weeks I'll be taking a couple of days off from my normal exercise, and we'll be doing a 40-mile march over 2 days with a wild camping overnight thing. So that should be good. Very much looking forward to that. So there'll be a whole long adventure video. But yeah, it's kind of interesting that there is this massive sort of walk that I'll be doing that starts, or you can start, right on my doorstep. Oh dear. You know, I think the water's deeper now, even deeper than... So now I've got to do this. See, normally that bit is only a few centimetres deep, so you can sort of jump that normally. But with all the rain we've been having, you know, upriver in the hills, because I'm pretty sure this begins in the Pennines, this river, and flows downstream from it. But yeah, it's a lot deeper and moving a lot faster. So I'm willing to bet it's raining a lot more in the Pennines. So yeah. So that's a good adventure. Apologies for teasing you with the possible interesting story. I don't want to reveal too much about it until there's actually a whole story to tell, but there will be a video, definitely, about this particular story, which did not, in fact, resolve itself yesterday. So yeah, that's pretty much it. This is all kind of wrapped up. So that's me rambling on a lot, on and on and on and on in the woods. Hope you enjoyed it. This video will be going up in a couple of hours. I'll get that all sorted out. But yeah, as always, thanks for watching, and I hopefully won't need that on the way back up the hill, and do take care.